You're watching Let's Chat.
We're going to spend a few minutes talking about the benefits of regular chiropractic care. Our chiropractor of the day is Dr. Hannah Hackett from Coffman Chiropractic. Dr. Hannah, good morning.
Good morning.
Your patient for the day is Jess Raby. Jess, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
I've heard of laying down on the job, and now we all have living
to
proof.
A whole new level.
Not from you, however. You're going to do an adjustment, an evaluation with Jess. You're going to explain to us exactly what we're doing as you're doing it. But first, I want you to explain what this is. This looks wicked.
This is an instrument called an arthrostim, and it is an alternative to using the hands when people are uncomfortable with the popping or the cracking.
Right.
Or even if they're comfortable with it and we need just a little bit of extra help.
So exactly how does this work?
Well, we use it to either stimulate, you can keep pushing it, either stimulate the nerves in the joints of the spine, or we can push harder, go ahead, and create more of an impact so that we're actually moving the bone a little bit more.
It's got an impact. It does. It does. Who would be an ideal patient or an ideal candidate for you to use this on?
I use it a lot on senior citizens or pregnant women or children.
Senior?
No.
Pregnant?
No.
What was the other one? Children?
Children.
No.
No.
No. All right, so let's assume for the sake of this that you are going to use this on Jess. How would you do so?
Well, in her case, we've already analyzed her spine, and she's got a little bit of restriction on the left side.
Right.
So we could take this instrument and tap on that area as I'm putting pressure to the joint, and it just assists in loosening up that joint and tapping into the receptors to get a response from the brain to relax.
What'd that feel like?
It felt really good, actually.
Did it really?
Yes. I could feel kind of like my muscles loosening. It felt good.
Good, and that's the desired effect you want.
Right.
Who's an ideal candidate for regular chiropractic care?
Everybody. Everybody needs chiropractic care because everyday stress, whether it's toxins that we're exposed to or emotional stress or physical trauma, creates stress on our nervous system. And the chiropractor's job is to relieve that stress in the nervous system so that everything can be balanced.
All right, Jess used to be a dancer, several shows a day, 6 days a week. As a consequence of that, her spine has some issues.
Right.
So I'm going to take this, you do the workup on her, and you tell us what you're feeling and what you're thinking about her alignment.
Sure. So in the case of a dancer, she will have a lot of physical stress.
Right.
And I'm sure there's chemical and emotional as well.
Sure.
We look for imbalances when we look at the feet, and that's the most common for a chiropractor to address, is to look at the feet.
Right.
And then we follow up with looking at the muscles and restrictions. So that already feels more relaxed than it did the first time I felt the SI joint. So I'll move up the spine, feeling for muscle tension, as well as restriction in the segments of the spine. And where I find one, I'll challenge it, give it a little bit of a push, breathe out for me.
I heard something.
There was a little audible there.
I heard a pop.
A little release, a little bit more in here. Breathe out. Good.
There was another one.
And then we come up to the spine, where the brain begins to send messages throughout the body.
Right.
Come up to the neck, and I feel a lot of tension on the left side here.
Jess, why are you more tense on the left side?
I
Any
have
idea?
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah, it's usually on the right, so that's really interesting. So I'm just going to gently stress that area.
I heard that.
There was a deeper one. Okay, now for the neck, oftentimes we can do it in this way, and it gives us a little less twist because some people are uncomfortable there.
Right.
So we'll go ahead and try that before we turn her over onto her back. And relax. That worked well. So what I'm finding is restriction. I'm finding that that top bone of the spine is shifted off to the right. There's tight muscles around it.
Right.
And my goal is to put that back in motion so that her body can balance.
Feel better?
Yes.
All right. We've got 3 minutes left. So is Jess going to roll over on her back or on her side?
Let's go ahead and roll you onto your back. You can roll this way. Hold the blanket here.
Right.
Beautiful. All right, so I'm coming back to the legs. Just going to check and see where we're at. Same scenario. So excuse me, Chip.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just going to get this manipulator thing over here. No, I'm not. Just
Start
kidding.
working on her feet.
Do you have an instance where 2 chiropractors work on a patient at once?
You know, I think my mom and I may have. Both of my parents are chiropractors.
Oh, really?
And there have been a case where we've kind of tag teamed to where if she's struggling with an area, perhaps I have a little bit more feel for it.
Got it.
But
Oh, my word. Jess, I would ask if you heard that, but I know you did. So everyone could benefit from regular chiropractic care.
that's it, darling. That's right, because everybody has a nervous system. Everybody has stress that they are exposed to
Right.
in their daily life. And it's just like a garden. Every day you have to weed a garden.
Sure.
So every day we have to clear stress from our lives.
Is there anyone who should not be a chiropractic patient?
In the case of, you know, like maybe a bone cancer or a brittle bone disease, but even then, it doesn't eliminate the entire spine.
Right.
If you could only adjust one area of the spine, it would be right here at the base of the skull where the brain turns into the brain stem and there's all that critical information traveling through.
How you feel?
I feel good.
You feel better than you did
Feel
when you
better.
came down?
Yes, absolutely.
You look happier anyway. you look happier. And you used to go to a chiropractor, right?
Yes.
You said it had been a long time since you went?
Very long time, several years.
And Jess just found out this morning she was getting adjusted, so we hope you enjoyed it.
I did.
right.
I felt more relaxed. You know, it's a Wednesday. I'm ready to take on the
That's
rest of this
right.
middle of the work week.
Just kind of haze out and enjoy the rest of your day. Jess,
Yes.
good to see you again. Dr. Hannah, good to see you as well.
Thank you.
If you want to get in touch with Dr. Hannah Hackett, you can find her here at Coffman Chiropractic. Look them up online, or you can find her on Facebook, facebook.com, Dr. Hannah Hackett, facebook.com/Dr. Hannah Hackett. We'll be right back talking country music star Craig Morgan right after this.